So welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for your interest and enthusiasm for this wonderful new standing exercise video. And I'd like to invite you first of all to tune in with me to the goddess Saraswati, to her frequency, that creative vibratory power. And we're going to tune in today with the mantra Om Aim Sarasvatyaye Namaha. And as you may know, this is the mantra for Saraswati. And Aim, A-I-M, is what we call the seed sound, or the beej sound of Saraswati. So this sound, Aim, is the sound that really gives the frequency of Saraswati and calls it into our awareness. So I'll share with you now the mantra for those of you who don't know it. Here we are. So it's Om, which is opening the space, opening the ocean of being, and Aim, which is that seed sound, that frequency of Saraswati, and then calling her by her name, Sarasvatyaye. And Yaye is a term of reverence. So a term of reverence to Saraswati. And Namaha means I greet, I bow to, I open myself for this frequency of Saraswati through listening, through coming into a state of listening. So it's Om Aim Sarasvatyaye Namaha. And we'll tune in using this mudra here, Om, and then Aim Sarasvatyaye Namaha. So come with the spine aligned, the hands at the center of the chest, palms together, with the eyes closed, focused at the third eye point, and becoming aware of the flow of our breath through our nostrils. And let every exhale take you inward to the center of your chest, take you deeper into yourself, into the source of your being. That source, that creative source from which Saraswati springs. And then inhale deeply and exhale and inhale to chant. Om Aim Sarasvatyaye Namaha. Om Aim Sarasvatyaye Namaha. Om Aim Sarasvatyaye Namaha. Om Aim Sarasvatyaye Suspend the breath. And exhale, release the hands and feel that subtle space of creative guidance flowing through you, flowing around the body, breathing long and deep. So now that we've opened the space of Saraswati, let me present to you the Saraswati Standing Exercise video. So it's a 25-minute practice sequence, and it consists of altogether about 24 different standing exercises. So that's probably less than a minute each for each exercise. So it's quite fast-paced, but not too fast-paced. And it's about an intermediate level. And the idea is also, with this practice video, to offer also the 40-day practice package, in which I will be breaking down each of those 24 exercises in 2 exercises at a time, in different guidance videos. So 2 guidance videos per week over a period of 6 weeks. And each guidance video I will be looking in detail at about 2 of the exercises. And as I look into detail about them, I will show you how to practice the exercise in the correct modality. So what are the checkpoints to make sure that you're getting the movement correct? And then also looking at the energetics of the movement, how you can help the energy to really flow through you. And then what is the imagery or the visualization or the mental projection that is accompanying those exercises, because they are also an expression of our psychophysical being. They are, our physical expression is a portal for our subtle soul self to come through and express its information. So when we look at the exercises of Saraswati, they have predominantly all very organic forms. That means that they are based around the organic movements of waves and spirals and circles and figures of 8, undulation, and this all together works to really stimulate that creative impulse. And it does this by activating the vital flow of prana within the body. When we work with these spirals and these figures of 8, we are really stretching all of the meridians and the nadis in the body so that we release the blockages that impede the natural flow of the vibrant energy of prana, Shakti, and open that flow. And as that flow opens and we use repetitive movements to mantra, we are increasing the intensity of that flow with certain rhythms and certain patterns. And these rhythms and patterns that are being intensified have their own information and their own inherent intelligence that we're activating within our body. And that intelligence is evolutionary, and it has been instilled within the capacity of our physical body and our psyche through all of the generations of evolution that have come together to create the human being that we are. And so as we intensify these flows and these patterns, then there is a charge of presence or awareness that lights up, and in that vitality it also begins to be more noticeable. It's like it's our soul self that's really coming in to this physical body, being present and being aware and ushering us forth in our lives to be able to understand the best path to bring our soul self to fruition. So all of these themes are embedded within this practice series. And as you will probably have seen from the practice video or the trailer of the practice video, it was actually filmed in India in a place called Maheshwar, and we were hosted by Rewananda School from Kapil Shri and Sangeeta Lakampur, and a host of beautiful, vibrant girls who attended this school. And in Maheshwar there was a wonderful queen called Ahilya. She was in the 1600s, and she was a very creative queen who did wonders for her populace, and she helped them to develop all sorts of weaving and spinning textiles so that they could all prosper very well. And she would get her inspiration from the river that flowed through Maheshwar called the Narmada. And the Narmada would give her the inspiration of these spiral-like patterns that would then be woven into the textiles. The energy of this place is very feminine, and the river Narmada has probably in India the energy that is closest to the vibration of the Saraswati river, which, as you may know, was a river that flowed through India, but which now, since many thousands of years, has been dried up. But the river Narmada is another river that has very similar qualities in as much as it helps you to find also liberation from these past blockages and samskaras that keep us in the narrowness of duality. So again, this energy was very much imbued in the filming of the Saraswati Standing Exercises, which was filmed in the king's private garden in a little temple that a previous king had created for his beloved. Also, the Saraswati Standing Exercises, as you may know, this is the phase 3 of a Shakti dance 8-phase session. So normally Shakti dance has the tune-in, like we've just done earlier on, and then the flowing asanas, the standing exercises, which is what I'm presenting now, free dance, which you'll also get in the practice video, relaxation, celestial communication, still meditation, and closing. So this video is dealing with the 3rd phase, which is the standing exercises, and the 4th phase, which is the free dance, because the standing exercises really charge you up to be then propelled into the free dance of the 4th phase. So we couldn't really have one without the other. And so when we practice, it's also okay to practice some of these phases on their own. So we can tune in as we have now with the Saraswati tune-in mantra, and then practice the 25-minute practice session with the standing exercises and the free dance. And then I would suggest that you at least have a little relaxation, and then you can close, as we will at the end of this session. But if you want the full Shakti dance 8-phase experience, then I would suggest that you also practice this third phase together with the second phase, which are the Saraswati flowing asanas, which you'll also find on the Shakti Dance Academy website eShop, which I published last year. And so these two have actually been created so they can be practiced together. And then after the free dance and the relaxation, you're also invited to practice the Om Aim Sarasvatyaye celestial communication, which is similar to the tune-in, but you will find that celestial communication on the YouTube as a practice video. So what I'm going to offer you today as far as practice is concerned is I'm not going to do the whole 25 minutes with you because that's what the video is for, but I'm going to present to you 4 specific exercises, 4 out of the 24, and I'm going to break them down a little bit and go more into detail in a similar way that I will be in the guidance videos that I'll be offering in the 40-day practice package. So as I go through these 4 different exercises, I'm also going to be giving you some pre-exercises that are not actually inside the practice video. And so you'll find that there are actually more exercises being given to you in these guidance videos, which will not only prepare you for each exercise, but also help you to understand the mechanics of the movement as well. And I'll talk also a bit about the energetics and the imagery that can go with that. Using the music now that I've used for the standing exercise video, and the 3 tracks are also all dedicated to the energy of Saraswati. So the first track is Adi Shakti, which is calling upon the primal Shakti energy, which of course is Saraswati. Saraswati is the energy, the creative energy that comes from the source. And then the second track is Sare Sa Sa, Sare Sa Sa, Sare Sa Sa, Sarang, and Harare Hara Hara, Harare Hara Hara, Harare Hara Hara, Hararam. And this mantra is about bringing the subtle energies into the manifest realms, which of course is also a creative process. And then for the final track, we'll be working with the free dance to Eka Mai. And Eka Mai is also about how the origin expands through the primal creative mother, Maya, creating the 3 gunas into the 5 elements. Okay, so here we go. Come standing. And bring your legs wide apart and your weight on the outside of the feet with the instep slightly up. Bending the knees over the toes, you're rooting yourself down. Now we get the bounce coming in and let the arms swing. And we're inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Shaking the center of gravity down through the feet into the earth to root ourselves. Okay. Make sure your legs are nice and wide. And now we're going to bring the elbows back as you inhale and the backs of the hands together as you exhale. So you inhale and exhale. In and out. And in and out. From the side. Now as you exhale, bring your abdominals back of the spine to bring the backs of the hands together. The spine is rounded, tailbone tapped under. It's a contraction. And then as you inhale, lift the diaphragm in and up. And now we're getting a wave-like motion as you lift and tuck the tailbone over. And this is opening up the energy in the spinal column. The primal flow of Prana Shakti through the torso. Okay, and now as we come with the arms, we see the arms are creating a figure of 8, and you're leading the movement with the elbow. Legs nice and wide. And now we're going to do the same movement, but leaning over to one side. Inhale through the center, exhale to the side, straightening the back leg, and bringing the torso over the bent thigh. And now we rest the elbow of the same arm as the bent knee on the thighs. So we're just using the arm at the front to sweep down and forward, still using a figure of 8 movement, but now really expanding over the head. And as we come through the center, we're lifting up through the navel, lifting up through the chest, still getting that wave-like movement, working the abdominals. Still tucking the tailbone under, activating the inner impulse of the creative energy. And this big sweeping movement of the arm over the head is creating the space, the primal space for our creativity to expand. So we're creating a womb-like movement or shape. Okay, inhale and exhale. Take a few long deep breaths. And feel that expansion, that circular space emanating out from the center of your body. Okay, now we come to the second exercise. And the theme for the second exercise is working with dimension. So we're working with the up and down, dimension, vertical, and then with the horizontal dimension, and then with the backwards, forwards, the depth dimension. So first of all, working with the vertical, we bring up your right arm and the left arm is hanging like a mirror to me. And we feel that vertical line, the stretch between the ribs. Let the head go. And inhale up. Let the elbow drop. And to the other side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now as we exhale, we're going to bend the knee on the side where we're pointing down and bring the hand down in front of the foot, looking up to the arm, a bit like a triangle pose. And then lift up, inhale, and bend the elbow down, bend the same knee, And reach up, looking up. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling up. And now get the rhythm. And now we're going to bring the upper arm over to the side so you get that horizontal. And then down, swinging down to the center, and lifting up as we stroke up with this lower arm across the chest, and reaching up over to the side, and release that. Inhaling up, and exhaling, sweeping down towards the other side. And the hand, it strokes across the ground, creating also a figure eight on the ground. Inhale up, exhale to the side. Last couple of times. And exhaling center at the tailbone under. And lift up, bring the arms up above the head. And exhale, release down. Bring the feet closer together, hip width apart, feet parallel, bending the knees over the toes. And now we're going to begin to move the hips. And as we bring the hips forward, we lift up the chest through the legs. Again, bringing the arms forward on the exhale and lifting through the chest. Bring the elbows back on the inhale. In this movement, we have the knees relatively straight, but not completely locked through. And now, with your left hand, begin to circle in like you're bringing the hand in the pocket. And with the other hand, you're just allowing it to move forwards and back, leading with the wrist. And now this movement with your left hand is going to become bigger. And go all the way over the head. And here we want to have the palm facing up all the time, tucking in and out, diagonally slicing up and over and out to the side and round and release. So we get a nice big spiral. And you're really lifting up on that inhale so you get like a backwards bend. Okay, now we're going to change sides. And here we are combining the heavens, the heavenly energy, with the earthly energy. Finding that balance in the subtle and the material. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing down. And take a few moments to breathe long and deep. feel already how the energy is being activated within you. Okay, now we're going to do some steps. One, two, three, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to slightly turn the hips to the side. Now we're going to open the arms up. both knees, let the head go down. Twist to the side, inhale up. Exhale down. And again, one more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Now we're going to change sides. Back knee is bent, front leg is straight. Inhaling up. And down. Now we're going to alternate, change, inhale up to the center, exhale down and change, inhale up, and exhale down, change. Catch the rhythm. And here you're also gathering up heavenly energies and releasing down to the earth and transmuting earth energies, bringing them up to the heavens. And feel the space between your arms and around your head. And feel that it's bright and shining, full of energizing energy. New creative possibilities sparkling in your halo as you expand the arms outwards, exhaling down. Bend the knees over the toes. And again, feel the suspensions, the knees, and the ankles, and the hips. And shifting the weight from one side to the other. Twisting as you turn. Finding that figure of 8 in the hips. And finding also the impulse as it comes up from the earth to your hips into the navel. And let that navel also pick up under the arms, under the elbows. Really spraying that vital force outwards, propelling you into space. Breathe with it. And enjoy it. Feeling how all the elements are combining within you to create this organic, free-flowing dance. passages that we've opened in our body. Without any expectation of where these currents are going to take you, just following them very spontaneously and intuitively, as we need now to do in life. We don't know what is coming next. We need to be versatile. We need to be adaptable. To listen. Listen to that inner guidance, that inner impulse. And see where it takes us. And let that current keep us vital. Taking a moment to be in stillness. At this point, at the end of the practice video, you would be taking time to lie on your back and go into a deep relaxation. But for now, we just take some time sitting straight, breathing long and deep, and feeling those vitalizing flows of energy cascading through the body and around the body as they gradually, with every breath, integrate, weave together to find their balance, their symmetry. Letting the breath become more relaxed, slower, deeper. And with every exhale, again sinking more deeply into the heart center, finding that still point at the end of the exhale, from which the new begin of each inhale arises. And feel how in the field around your head, your field of awareness is very full of sparkly, vitalized energy. And with that also lots of new ideas, insights, possibilities sparking into your reality. And from deep within you, at the end of each exhale, you feel that still space, that ocean of being. And as you inhale, that being arises into this mind and body. And looks through these eyes, feels through this skin, listens through these ears, and knows what is, knows how the flow is coming from the past. And what are the different possibilities to flow into the future? As it discerns, recognizes what is now. What is our potential? What are the fruits we have to offer this life? And how can those fruits best be nurtured? And recognizing this, we are prompted to follow those paths that open the blossoming of that which our soul has to share. And intuitively our heart opens towards these future possibilities, guiding us for the most wholesome outcome. Now inhale deeply and exhale, and inhale, and we will close together, and we're going to close with the mantra Om Sat Chit Ananda. Om again is that creative space of the universe. Sat is the truth of our being. Chit is the knowing awareness that looks through all of life. And Anand is that blissful, cozy feeling of love when we have that harmony. And we will do this bringing the hands up, touching the chakras to the crown, and out and down. So we'll be gathering up the energy. We touch here at the base, that's representing the first chakra. Then to the second chakra, touching. Third, flip up to the fourth, touch at the fifth, sixth, seventh, and then like a waterfall, down. And then we reverse the direction, bring the hands up, into the crown, to the third eye, to the throat, heart, navel, sacrum, and to the earth. And then the last time is to the heart. And we'll be singing Om Sat Chit Anand. Please inhale deeply. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Om Sat Chit Anand. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Om Sat Chit Anand. Repeat one more time. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Om Sat Chit Anand. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Now, back to the center. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that taste of just 4 of the 24 exercises. And you see that it is quite vitalizing, and it is a practice that will help to shift your energy level to a new creative level. And the pace is also still very harmonious, and so you'll find that your energy at the end is very balanced. So I'd like to warm-heartedly invite you to join me as we take 40 days to practice this series of Saraswati Standing Exercises. For me, I found it was a great spiritual workout. I practiced myself after I had finished the video, and also while I was putting it together before going to India back in January 2019. And I have to say that practicing it over 40 days really gave me new inner energy and a new approach to my life, also to face challenges that this life is bringing to us, and to find an inner serenity at the same time, allowing creative solutions to come through. So we have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, where you're invited to practice together and feel a community, a subtle community, as we all keep our diaries and explain just briefly some of the experiences we've had with the practice, so that we can all feel each other's presence together. And there comes a group energy that really supports us on our way. And we've done several practices like this already, and some of you might have been part of that. And we've had great experiences that this practice in this way really sustains everybody as they go through slightly different things, each in everybody's life, but at the same time feeling same basic issues, working through and releasing.